sickness, or death, he will move you. But isn't it amazing how much grace, how much time God gives us to get it together? Isn't it amazing? And sometimes somebody died, and you feel like you're much older and more feeble, but they died before you. That's because he's giving you time. He's giving you time to get it together. He's giving you time to get your life. Children are dying every day. Babies are dying every day. Old people are dying every day. You don't have to be sick to die. Every day you're healthy enough to die. But he continually give you time to get your life together. Because he wants you to be the example for these young people. Have you noticed that God, some of the worst preachers, some of the preachers that were the worst when they was out there in the world, they're preachers and pastors now. The drug dealers, the ones that were crazy out there in the world that they are preaching. Y'all know some of them. If God can do it to them, can take the most wickedest drug dealer out there in the streets and put him here. That's an example. He's showing you his power, what he can do. And these are the examples. We are to be mentors for young people. Because who's going to tell them? If we don't tell them, it is our responsibility to lead them and to guide them, to bring them to church. And when they get here, good example. The young man in the film, The Forge, when he went to Mr. Isaiah, who had his own company, we'll say, for the sake of argument, he had $1 million company. Had his hat to the back. He wasn't saying yes sir or no sir. He was saying yeah and no. And Mr. Isaiah didn't get mad at him, didn't try to correct him right on the spot. Because I'm a fisherman. I love to fish. Fishing, one of the things that taught me patience. Yeah. Now I could be mad that when I catch that fish and I'm pulling him in, that he ain't already cleaned and ready to go into that skillet. Amen. Because he gonna make it. Amen. He gonna make it there eventually. But when I catch him, he ain't already cleaned. He ain't already gutted. He ain't already filleted out. But when I get him into the boat, when these people come through those doors, they may not come with their Sunday best on. They may come with tennis shoes. Some of them, you may have to, hey sir, you have to take your cap off in church. He may come in popping and chewing on gum. But maybe they've never been told how to conduct themselves in church. I've been to funerals and I see people with wearing shades up in here and wearing shades up in the church and chewing gum and shirt all hanging out, pants sagging down. Did anybody ever tell them? How did she come to church? Maybe that was their first time in church coming to a funeral. But let something be said. Let's not just talk about them and mumble it. Let's get them in here. And then we can start gutting them and filleting them. Because talking about them ain't going to do nothing but run them back out the church. Right back out there doing what they was doing. That ain't going to help nobody. But when we get them, now times have changed, folks. Times have changed. The word still remains, but times have changed. Back then, I understood during slavery time, we wore our Sunday best because of the way that we were treated all week long. But the word still does not change. Once you get them in there, just feed them a little bit at a time. You ain't got to point them out in Sunday school. You ain't got to, no preacher has to point them out when he's standing up here beside your sacred place. But you just boom, just give them a little bit, just like y'all gave them when y'all nursing babies. Give them a little bit at a time. And let them. Because the job is, the heaven is big enough for all of us. And I want everybody to go because I want to see y'all again. Amen. Amen. And it's our responsibility to help these young people. But train them up in the way they should go. Because if it had not been for my great-grandmother taking me to church, then and back then the ushers pinching you on your cheek when you did something wrong. When they had that big old piece of peppermint wrapped up in the foil, and grandma would take it trying to bring it up, hit it on the pew. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But if it had not been for her, or y'all, whoever introduced y'all and brought y'all to church, if it had not been for them, what would you be now? And y'all ran around church doing some of the stuff I was doing too, but look at you now. Now, if I missed heaven, I didn't do it on purpose. I'm aiming for it. And I'm trying to get that check. I'm trying to do everything I can. I get out of people's way. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. I get out your way. If I missed, though, Lord, I tried my best. You told me to preach, Lord, I kept on preaching. We have to do our best. Because I want to be blessed down here, and I want to be blessed on the other side too. And it'd be a shame that we come to church and just waste time. We come to church just to come to church and we're not getting anything out of it. We just come because it's traditional. No. I want to come because this is where I'm supposed to be. I want to come and fellowship with my brothers and sisters. I want to come and share a word with y'all. I want to come because somebody in here needs my help and I need somebody else's help. I want to come. I want to be here. I don't want to be at bedside Baptist. Because y'all, have y'all ever thought about it? Everything you need is supposed to be found here. You got retired school teachers. You got retired mill workers. You got nurses. There are people who still need their education, want to get their GED, or help. Some of them don't know math. I was horrible at algebra. Amen. Still dumb as a box of rocks when it comes to algebra. But I had to pass it to get my degree. Everything is supposed to be here. In God's house. So if you at home on Sunday and just say, I'm going to just sit my tithes and I'm going to sit here. He said, forsake not the fellowship. So y'all need to be here in the house. Because children need you. And you need them. Because some of y'all still can't get into y'all cell phones. So the invitation is being given today. Whoever will, let them come. The doors of the church are open. It is our responsibility to train the children. Who's going to tell them?